Hello guys, welcome back. It's HA11 and today I will be fixing Tottenham and making them win a trophy. Guys, we are back and I have realized that a lot of players from Spurs are on loan. So we will sign and Pedro Porro and Kulusevski are really good players. So let's sign them on a permanent deal. First, let's sign Pedro Porro, who has a settled buy option, which is 66.7. Let's leave it alone for a while because it will be available for a little. We can buy it anytime. And Kulusevski also has a 51.7 loan deal agreement. Let's pay that because that's more reasonable. But Pedro Porro's is too high. If Pedro Porro performs well, then only we will sign him on a permanent deal. First, let's negotiate the signing of Kulusevski, 5-year deal. That's fine. No release clause, and let's remove the bonus. And Dejan Kulusevski has just joined Tottenham Hotspur on a permanent deal. Okay, and the second signing, guys, I forgot to tell you that we can only make 3 signings in the January transfer window. One of them is Kulusevski. The second signing I want to make is a goalkeeper because Hugo Lloris in IRL has been really weird because he makes good saves and does really silly mistakes, and he's not been performing well that much. So what we'll do is find a replacement for Hugo Lloris. Guys, I found the perfect replacement for Hugo Lloris, which is Unai Simon from Athletic Bilbao, I should say, and we can sign him around 44 to 55 million. So let's do it and sign the second player of this January transfer window. But first, let's see if we can put let's put Hugo Lloris in the swap deal and plus 32 million. Will they accept? They're offering 43. Sorry, that is too much. So let's go with 35.5. What will they say? And they have accepted it. And now we just need to negotiate the contract of Unai Simon, and then we can sign him then his deal would be permanent. Crucial squad role. He's 25, so he will be 30 when his contract expires. Clean sheet, bonus, let's remove that and submit offer, and there we go. Unai Simon to Tottenham Hotspur. Hello guys, I'm back. We're near our first Premier League game, but first I have sold some players to generate cash, like Sanchez. I've also sold Oliver Skip and Lucas Moura, and now we have around 100 million to sign another player, which will be most likely a centre back. But before we make any signing, I changed Tanganga to a centre back, and he went up by 5 ratings. So let's just put him on the bench, and let's just put him on the starting 11 because he also will grow really quick. So till January, I will keep Tanganga, and if the team isn't performing well, then we will sign another centre back. And this will be our starting lineup. Richarlison and Danjuma also on the bench along with Bissouma. And now let's go to our first Premier League game. It is a around it's almost November, and right now in 9 games in the Premier League we are 17 we have 17 points and our fourth position, and now we have a North London derby. We have been a little inconsistent in the league, losing both of our games against West Ham and Leicester City, who are fifth, but still we're still in the title race, but 4 points of Manchester United. And now let's sim this North London derby and see how that goes. Team is coming, and let me start Perisic. I don't know how Sessegon is starting, and that is our team. And now let's spend the game against Arsenal, and let's go. We win the North London derby as well, and now I think we're also in the quarterfinals of the Carabao Cup. So even if we win that, this challenge is complete. And in the Champions League so far, we've also been really good and winning all our 3 games. And now we have a game against Marseille. Now I'll get back to you in January and see how we'll doing in the league and the Champions League. Guys, we're back back here. Now it's January. The team is playing well, and let's see who is the top scorer. And of course, it's Harry Kane. Behind him is Kulusevski, and behind him is Youngman's Son. And the top assister is also Kulusevski, tied with Son. Behind that is Harry Kane. And Pedro Porro has been playing really good, so I think we should sign him on a permanent deal. But where is the...
No one knows what it's like to be me.
But there is no buy option now.
No P, just living life as a teen.
What?
A teen.
I don't know what's happening, guys. Okay, but let's leave that. Now we have a final game versus Man City in the Carabao Cup, and if we beat them, we will go in the Carabao final against Arsenal or West Ham. So we have a big chance to win the Carabao Cup. In the Premier League, we're right now third with 43 points, 5 points behind Man City. So we're still in the title race for that also. The FA Cup yet hasn't started, and the Champions League we are against Leipzig in the round of 16, and we got a perfect record in our group by winning all of our 6 games. And we will play RB Leipzig, who came second in their group with 10 points. So first, let's sim this game against Man City and see if we can win it. And there's also a FA Cup game with Aston Villa. Højbjerg transfer offer for 74 million. Let's deny that because Højbjerg has been great this season and he has been crucial for our wins. Let's see if we can win this game against Man City.
I'm trying to place a bet on a horse this week in a suit at Ascot. No one knows what it's
The answer is yes, we can. 3-1 Spurs. And I think there is a second leg. If there's not, we have just gotten into a cup final. But I do think there is a second leg, so we still have to be. And we're also facing Man City in the league. Now let me get back to you in a while and see if we qualified for the Carabao Cup final. Guys, there is a second leg, and now let's sim that. Let's see if we just have to maintain our lead, and let's see if we go to the Carabao final. Manchester City win 1-0, but we still make it to the Carabao Cup final on aggregate, and now we have a chance to finish this challenge after all and make Spursy win their first trophy in a long time. Guys, we are round of 16 leg against RB Leipzig, and after this game is our cup final against Arsenal in the North London derby in the cup final. Imagine the atmosphere. And now first leg away from home, and it ends in a 4-0 win for us. Harry Kane scoring a brace, and Son and Kulusevski also score. That is really good, and now we're coming into the cup final with great form, winning 4-0 away, and now let's go to Wembley to meet Arsenal in the cup final. Can we complete the challenge in this season only? Let's see. We need players to step up, and there they have Jesus Martinelli. They've signed Marco Ruiz. They have Matt Hummels. Arsenal also have a good player in lineup. Is ours good enough to beat them? And the answer is yes, it is. Harry Kane scores in the 74th minute, and we win the Carabao Cup. And now we have finished the challenge, but let's finish the season. So see if we finish, if we can win a few more trophies. Guys, now we will be facing Barcelona in the quarterfinal of the Champions League. Can we knock them out? We won 6-0 on aggregate against Leipzig, so we're on really good, and we haven't lost any of our game in the Champions League. But Kulusevski is injured for us, so we'll have to figure something out. Let's make Richarlison play right wing because he can also play as a winger. And let's put Sarr on the bench, and let's see if we can knock out Barcelona in the Champions League quarterfinals. This is the tough tie. So if we can beat them, we have a chance to win the whole thing. Let's get into it. Okay guys, so yeah, our first leg, Richarlison is not fully fit, but so let's see what we can do. If Dan Juma can play, yes, he can play as a winger. Let's move Son to the right wing, and let's play Dan Juma as a left winger, and let's see. Oh, Unai Simon is injured. This is bad. I've been saving the games in the calendar, so I have no idea. And now, with Unai Simon injured, we have, and the first leg ends 3-1 Barcelona. This is really bad, guys. And because of our injury problem, we might be knocked out of the Champions League unless our Kulusevski and Unai Simon can come back, and maybe we can make a comeback. Guys, we have a game against Barcelona again, the second leg of this tie, and with Unai Simon off, we lost 3-1, and still Unai Simon is not recovered from his injury. But can we make an impossible comeback at the Camp Nou? Let's see. And we do score 2 goals, but Barcelona score 4, and we get knocked out in Champions League quarterfinal. 7-3 on aggregate. Barcelona humble us because Unai Simon and Kulusevski are injured. And Kulusevski is a crucial player, as he was also performing really well. Let's put him back in the starting 11 because I'm going to sim all the matches, so when he comes back, he can play. And now, let's sim to the end of the season and see which trophies we can win. If we can even win the Premier League. Let's see. Guys, we're back, and unfortunately we finished 5th in the Premier League because of that Unai Simon injury. We lost and drew a lot of games. As you can see, we have 14 draws. If Unai Simon was not injured, we were still only 8 points off Chelsea who won the Premier League. So I say we could have won if Unai Simon was not injured. And in the FA Cup, let's see where we got knocked out. In the quarter-final, we got knocked out by Newcastle United. Carabao Cup, we won, completing the challenge. And in the Champions League, we got out by Barcelona, who were knocked out by Leverkusen, of all teams. So yeah, let's see the stats of who performs the best. Harry Kane should be thanking us because now we finally have a trophy. So, top scorer Harry Kane with 33 goals and 13 assists. Kulusevski is second, 19 goals. He was also injured and tied with Son with 19 goals and 11 assists. Pedro Porro is our fourth assist, ahead of Richarlison, but Pedro Porro played a lot of games. Then it's Perisic. And let's see how many clean sheets Unai Simon kept. Unai Simon kept 14 clean sheets and Forster kept 4 clean sheets, which is really bad in 13 games. So yeah guys, this is it. Thanks for watching. Please make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.